Good morning. It is Friday. I've been waiting for this day all week. Oh my goodness. It's been like a super long week. And I haven't been sleeping good. And it's like my watch is telling me that. It's like poor sleep affects recovery. So it's like your body's not ready. But I didn't do my speed work yesterday because I was just feeling drained and I worked. I worked till later in the evening yesterday, and then I just took off so I could rest. I've been marathoning 2 days. I'm nervous and excited at the same time. It's Sunday, so I got 2 more sleeps. So I'm gonna try to get some good sleep tonight and tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But I registered for the Equinox Fall Marathon in Fort Collins. So tomorrow we're gonna drive and we'll stay in a hotel, and then after the marathon I'll just be driving back. But last week, I've just been drained. Like, I mentally put everything into work, so it's like it's draining. And then I'm not sleeping good. So I don't know. I've tried taking melatonin. And then sometimes it's just like I'm drowsy and I don't want to get up. So I don't know. But I do know, like, I feel better rested whenever I take off work. Like, so if I take like off on Friday and I have a 3-day weekend, it's like I could come back in and do good. And for a while I was using my PTO to take like half days on Fridays or just take off. Like, get my work done in 3 days. But now it's like we're busier, and so it's like I'm behind. Well, then it's like I even put more stress on myself, and then it's like I'm more tired. I don't know. So, anyways, we are in the Norte, and so we'll be here 2 weeks. Sunday, Sunday will be 2 weeks, and I do like it. It's like, I don't know. I do like the area a lot, but I guess it's not that I don't feel safe. It just feels, I don't know, different. I don't know. I just get a weird feeling. Like, the first time me and my husband went and ran, like, we had to call the cops on this old man. He, like, fell, and, he fell, and then he scratched his face all up, and he was, like, incoherent, like, are you alright, dude? Like, he's probably fucked up, and that's fine, but it's like, it's not like it was, like, I don't know. It's just, if there's that type, people, then there could be, maybe bad people. I don't know. And then there's just dogs everywhere. So, like, whenever I'm out in the neighborhood, these dogs go crazy. Now, thankfully, I haven't come across any mean ones. Like, the other day, me and Sadie were out, and there was this dog, and he kind of ran up, and then the guy was outside, though, and he's like, how did you get out? Well, the animals get out, but the dog was nice. I was like, at least he didn't try to bite me, and then, he was just real slow. He didn't run up on us. Like, this is the second time it's happened now in our campground. Not this campground, but it happened at our first campground. The dog breaks the leash. So we were running around, and it's like, I think I weaved a road and I could get 1 mile whenever I'm going around. So if I want to do 3 miles just in here and not have to go out of the park, you're constantly seeing these people. Well, after, on our first lap, dog just broke the leash that it was attached to and come right after us. Thankfully, it just broke it and ran up on us and stopped, like he didn't go crazy at us like the other dog that broke their leash. He came, it tackled Sadie in the ground, and it was just like dirt was flying because they were going crazy, and Sadie's still hooked to me, So it's like I hear all these dogs. Well, then the other day there was a dog out, and it looked like a German Shepherd, but it was like on the other side of the fence, like out. And then there was a dog on the inside of the fence. And it wasn't chained up because I could see it moving. But it didn't leave the yard. But there was a big old stick in the ground. Like a big old stick. Like I was holding it like this and running. And then I was like, it was like a big stick and it had stuff going off of it. It was like that big, like a branch. So I picked it up and I started running with it or whatever. And then when I got to like the next block, I put it down because I was like, oh my God, they're gonna see me running with a branch. Anyways, so it's just been a lot. Like when my husband's with me, it's good, you know. Like the first week he was here, and so it went good. I mean, I went and did my long run, and he just rode next to me, you know. Even on my shorter runs around the neighborhood, he would ride next to me. So it's like I need a bodyguard to run around here. No, I'm just kidding. It's not bad. He's like, it's just a poorer part of town. It's not like, you know, a bad part of town per se. But it's new, you know. And then so it's like I said, just all these dogs, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's more of a stress on my brain to go for a run than it is like, oh, relaxing. Because it's like, I don't know what's going to happen, you know. And there have been some sketchy cars. I took a picture of a car the other day in the middle of the day. Like, it lapped. And they had no shame. They'll just be cruising, be like, you know, or okay, like this, in their car. Like, it's and I mean, it's people, you know what I'm saying? I try not to be like, I don't know, no, I think the worst thing every time. If I see a car and they're creeping, I'm not thinking somebody's trying to cheer me on and try to kidnap me. So, yeah, so last week, I was tired and stuff too, but it's like, I went to shit, you know, and I was supposed to do an 18-mile run. And I didn't. So I messaged my coaches about doing we're only 7 minutes, I'm chit-chatting. So I messaged my coaches about doing a marathon this weekend, a week ahead of my scheduled marathon that's next weekend. Because then I would have like last week, I ran like 15 miles, okay? So then that would have been this whole week, basically decent mileage. And then next week actually run the marathon. But it's like, I don't want to feel like I peaked too early. And 2 weeks ago now, okay, I had a great 20-mile run. So I was like so pumped up, you know. And then to have like a great 20-mile run and then the next weekend feel like I can't run, it was like horrible. But also we are like 2,000 feet higher than we were last month. And my body adjusts pretty good. But like, I think that first week I came and it was still just easy for me to run for some reason. Like, I mean, it was good. My 20-mile long run was like exactly a week after we got here. And went great. But then the second week that we've been here, which is like, you know, this past week. No, not this past week. Oh, we've been here 3 weeks now. Oh gosh. See, okay, so this weekend will be 3 weeks that we've been in Del Norte, and it's at 7,700. And even on like, I went on a 7-mile run the other day, it basically goes up when you're going up, you know, 3.5 miles to turn around. So I was like at 81 whenever I was turning around for my 7-mile run. So it gets pretty high, you know. So it's like, I don't know, I think the second week it was horrible, you know. And then this past week it's been going better. I didn't do my speed work yesterday, but I'm trying to listen to my body and it feels really good. It's 5 times 800, so I'll probably just do that this afternoon, even though I got a race Sunday. Like, I'm still going to do the marathon next weekend too, and just see how it goes. But this one is like, you know, I can't, you try to compare your times or whatever, okay? Say you don't, like, oh, this is going to be my 5th marathon. Let's see. I did Louisiana. Oh, I did Louisiana 3 times. And then Houston 1 time. So 16, 18, and 19. I think I did Louisiana marathons, and then in Houston, I think I did 2020. Yeah, and then that was my last one. So that's 4 marathons. And then this one, I was like, oh, it's gonna be my slowest. Well, yeah, but it's like I can't compare it to any other marathons. Like this one that I'm doing this weekend has over 1,400 feet of gain. All my marathons, I need to look back, but I bet it's like not even 100 for the marathon. Like, I mean, it's pretty flat. And that one's the one this weekend starts at 6,300 feet. So I'll be like over 6,000 feet higher than any marathon that I've done, because it's like sea level, probably like negative. No, I'm just kidding. It's definitely sea level though. So it's, so not only am I doing like 15 times more climbing, I'm also 6,000 feet higher. So, it's like a totally different experience. And this weekend in Fort Collins, it's point to point. So it has actually double the, decline, I guess you could say. Like, you lose I'm going to be going downhill for like 2,000 something feet, and uphill's 14. But it's like, I think you start at 6, it's point to point. So you start at like 6,300, you go up to like 7,300, and then you end, okay, well, that's only 1,000, but up in between, that you'll get gain and stuff. Like, you'll go down some, and then you'll go up some, and then down. But it ends at 53. So there's like a 2,000 foot decline. And it's the first 5 miles, or the hilly miles, and that's what's going to go up for like a lot, I guess like 1,000, right? And then it'll have, like, go downhill 300 feet in 2 miles. And then you'll climb some more. So a lot of the climbing is at the beginning, which that's good. So I don't know really how I'm going to pace myself, except for like go decent on the up, on the uphills, but I don't want to wear myself out because it's not even going to be half of the marathon. And when I did my 20 miler, I did 1,300 feet of climbing, and that was like an 11 something pace. So the cutoff for this marathon is 5 hours. It's 11:30 pace. But I'm pretty confident that like I can climb, like when I did my 7-mile run the other day. It was like a 300 foot climb, and that was on the way out. I did it out and back. So all that climbing was on the way out just about. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I just gotta crush the downhills, and I usually crush the downhills. Like, in trails, like, oh my God, I just go with it. But I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to even explain it. It's like, sometimes I just feel like I've been so tense, maybe, and not just like relaxed in my running, to where my hips can open up and stuff. I do need to work on that more, because my cadence is like ridiculous every time. It's like, it looks good. I ain't trying to say, I mean, obviously I ain't running fast, so I ain't trying to, I'm so good, but my cadence, it's like ridiculous when I see it, and they're like, what, the elites run like 180 to 200. Like, on my slower runs, it'll be like 180, but like that's usually the lowest it'll go. It stays up there, 190, 200 sometimes for seconds. But it's like, it's my stride length that gets me. So but I mean, the other day I went running and I did some strides, and it felt really, really good. So we're seeing about that. But so yeah, we'll see how it's gonna go. Like I said, I am excited and obviously nervous. Like, my last I did an Ironman in 2022, but that was like not on a full training cycle, I guess you could say. I kind of signed up because it was on my birthday, and it was May 22nd, 2022. So how was I turning? 38. But it was like one of the last years Mike Riley was calling, so he's like, he told me happy birthday. I mean, come on. You can like do a marathon with shitty training just to hear that, right? So I thought, but then it got to my psyche and I was like, I sucked. But it's okay. So I did do that, but it's like the run was shit. It started off shit with the swim, okay? So anyways, we're not gonna talk about that. But I did do a marathon then, but I didn't, to me, when I say, oh, this is like my longest run or whatever, it's like, I'm considering it like, I'm not considering 2022. Okay. But it did happen. I did do it. So, I mean, but it wasn't like I ran the whole thing at all. So yeah, this will be my first actually marathon since 2020. That's just the marathon, not within an Ironman. So, I don't know. It's like 2019, I was at my prime. I did Florida in like 12/18, Florida Ironman, 12/18, and I'm like, pumped, right? It was my first one, and I'm like, up from here, and, boy, was I wrong. But yeah, November 2019, I was at my prime, and then we all know what happened in 2020, not just COVID, but just, everything. So the last 4 years have been shit. And so I'm like, what if these next 4 years, though, are about to be great, right? I've had a coach since March, and I really like it. It's a run-only coach because that's what I can afford right now on my budget. So we'll see. I do want to do like a half Ironman next year or whatever, or 2, but we'll see. I am focusing on my running because, I thought when I turned 40 next year, my BQ was going to go down or go up to 340, and I have 2 sub 340 marathons. So I'm like, I get it, Well, now it goes down to 335. I have a 337 and a 339. So I'm like, I know I could drop it, but I don't have to just drop it 2 minutes. I'm going to have to drop like, I need a 330 basically. 329 for cushioning. But we'll get there. I mean, maybe it'll be a 335. Maybe it'll be when I'm 55 years old and it's a 340. But yeah, we'll get there. But I still want to do stuff along the way. I'm not putting everything on hold because who knows how long that's going to take. That's a slow process. So yeah, I am excited. Download is very nice. I'm really looking forward to being able to ride my bike after my marathon. And my friend's like, you can't ride? Or does riding affect your running? I'm like, oh, if I wouldn't have stopped, it's like, usually I don't stop riding my bike. And so it's good. But we went to New Mexico, and it wasn't just like I could just get out and go. And then it was just me and my daughter, and I would go for runs, but it's like, I'm already going running, like triathlons take up way more time, obviously, so it's like I've just been running, which that's good. I needed it. We're getting out and seeing stuff, but there are some nice places over here to ride your road bike and trail bike. I don't have a trail bike. I just got a road bike that's been sitting here staring at me to ride me. My tires are going to be rotted by the time I get on it. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I am looking forward to that. So I got 2 weeks, and hopefully, I'll be hitting the road some and being able to get out there and ride my bike, and then yeah. So I got 2 marathons, 2 weeks, and then I don't know. I wanted to do one. The one next weekend, it's gonna be at like 5,900 feet. So I'm like, I'm doing all this altitude training, right? And I think that's messing with my sleep though too, because I've not slept good since, we're here. Like, not really, really good. But so yeah, I really want to do another marathon down south, to where I'm like, I don't even have to be at sea level, like 1,000. I'll go for 1,000. So it's like, I want to do that, just to see. I want to see what I do this weekend. And I'm really, since the last part of this thing is downhill, I'm going to try to, like, just go forward. Use my going forward. So, yeah. And then next weekend, I'm just going to do what I can. At first I was like, I'll do this one and kind of save it. But, I mean, I don't know. I can't. We'll see. I mean, maybe all I'm going to be able to do is easy because all the climbing, So, maybe that's going to be a good workout the week before. Maybe I'll peak next week. Who knows? But, I am excited. It's nice over there. I say it's nice over there. I've never been to Fort Collins, and I want to. So we're going to go, like I said, tomorrow and check it out. And we'll see how the marathon goes. Yeah, that's an update on my RV life. I'm gonna have to show y'all some updates whenever I'm doing it, because I took out the dinette already, like in June, and I just had like a movable tray desk type thing that I set there, because we don't really sit there and eat anyways. So yeah, so we got our table in finally. And that's put there. But I gotta get chairs and stuff like that. And then these black blinds. See, I want my husband to see, because, see, they're not blackout. I want to get some bamboo blinds. I want to go with earthy tones. Like this black. Have black stuff since we've been together for 14 years. I had black everything. Furniture. Well, not couches, but, tables, end tables, everything. But I want to do earthy tones. So, yeah, there's 22 minutes of my video. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling, because I'm a rambling man. Okay. Well, if you have any questions about my marathon training, just let me know. And if you have any questions about RV life, I'm hanging in there, boy. Hanging in there. Had some shit with the shit tank the other day, because my husband didn't set the hose up right. He just laid it on the ground. And then it had to go up and into the thing. And I tried to raise it up. Then it disconnected, and there was shit water. Shit water, I said. Okay, 23 minutes down. What a video. Peace out. Send all your run vibes to me to run fast. Get it through my head. You can do it.